I've started the recording. Now I'm sharing my screen so that you guys can see what's going on. And we are in Design 301. It's Tuesday, December 7th, and we are in Google Meet. Let's go ahead and see what's up. We're in our final portfolio presentation week, plural. We have till Thursday to do a preliminary project progress submittal. And then based on whatever feedback I give you from that, you'll be able to complete your portfolio submittal by Thursday the 16th. Now, many of you, I think, will complete it much earlier than that, but that's the last day to turn in work. Late work, portfolio work, anything, that's our last day. So that's how we're going to finish out. It's with a final portfolio, and let's take a look and see what we've got. You'll be using AutoCAD and Revit. Of course, you've actually already done all the work. There is no new work. It's just taking examples of your work. We have the two dates today and Thursday for our lecture. I do have a playlist for you. It's about portfolios in general. So this has to do with creating any portfolio that you'd like. And this one is about our current final portfolio for Design 301. And it's a page by page. Tells you how to do it. So I don't really need to go over that, but I will anyway. My appointment calendar is like just about booked. I'm booked through today. I'm booked through tomorrow. I have a little time Thursday. And then starting Friday, that's finals. So there's no class, there's no meetings, there's no anything like that. However, email me if you have a question or a concern or just want the answer to something, even if it's about what do I do next semester or whatever. If you email me, I'll meet. It's just there's no formally assigned ones. So you can just email me and we'll figure out a good time if you need something. Okay, so starting Friday, there are no classes, there are no meetings, there's no labs, no nothing. It's final exam time. And if these were a lot of on ground, you'd have your 2-hour assigned final session, but I leave it open the entire time. Okay, so it's due at the very end of finals week, which is the 16th. Okay, now I'll try to get grades done on the 17th. Some people kind of need them quick, and so I try to, and I'm off for the holidays on the 18th, so that leaves me the 17th. I'll try to get all the grades done on the 17th. They're due by January 4th, so you may have professors that are off to their holidays on the 17th, and then they do them on the 3rd or the 4th. I do the opposite. Okay. Okay, so let's see what else we've got here. Here's your final portfolio template. That's all there is to do. And it is due on Thursday. Remember, it's due Thursday, it's due Thursday, it's due Thursday. And I should say something about the grading. Let me talk about the grading first. First of all, it looks a little different. I've got breadth. Have you addressed all of our subject matter? Depth. Have you addressed it in enough detail? Have you applied your knowledge properly, appropriate to the design? Now, in this class, it's like, well, yeah, I copied it exactly. It looks exactly right. And so that's all you need for this one. Application is super, super simple on this one because you didn't do hardly any original design work. Some people did, but not much. And then visual presentation, clear, concise, focused, and in accord with industry standards. This is really cool. When I put an X in, it adds up for me. Isn't that cool? So you'll probably, if I can figure out how to put a snip of that in the in your feedback, you'll get it. Otherwise, you'll just get a copy paste of it. That's how you'll get your grading done. Remember, the syllabus says that for grading, you must turn in a final portfolio. Now, you have actually two chances. If you turn it in here and that's all the work you did, you will get that grade copied over to here, to the finals. But if you don't turn in a final portfolio presentation, remember that my syllabus says you go down one grade in the class and everybody's doing excellent. I'd hate for that to happen. That would be like getting a job for somebody and getting it done and never sending it to them just because you don't care about getting paid. Your client is sitting there waiting for it. So this is just a very, very minor way that we can show that you understand that a final deliverable is needed whenever you do some sort of a job. Okay, so with that said, let's take a look at what this is. And I've given you a little video of this, and so here we go again. Page 1. Oh, and I think I've got one to show you. That look, just so you have an idea. Page 1, just put on some nice work, some images, put your name here, fill this out. Page 2, do nothing, leave it alone. This is for somebody who's looking at your work to know what level this is at and what you're demonstrating. And this one is about where to find it in the portfolio. Now, it could be, if you look, I've given you one slide for each thing that you're supposed to show me. But you may find that you want multiple slides. Maybe that there's just not enough room. So you get to tell me which slide numbers, how many pages there are for each one. Now, instead of going by week or by topic, I'd like you to arrange the work that you've done. I do want to see all the work that you've done, but I want it arranged by what you were supposed to learn. So some of our work was there so that you could just learn basic AutoCAD skills for producing technical drawings. Things like draw a line, draw a circle, offset, trim, copy, line weights, things like that. So wherever you did an assignment or a drawing that showed basic AutoCAD skills, you would put them on this slide. And if you needed more than one slide to do that, you could right click and duplicate that slide and put more on it. Now, number 2 was developing orthographic projections, plans, elevations, and details. So you did a bunch of orthographic projections. You did some floor plans and topo plans, and you did a couple of elevations, and you did a few detail drawings. So you could put all of the ones that demonstrated that on this slide or set of slides. And now these ones are industry standard drawings for mechanical, civil, landscape. So you would want to, you may not have done all of those. These are really your project work. However, the advanced one kind of had a little bit more of that too. So this is where you're really going, okay, what was a mechanical drawing? What was a civil drawing? What was architecture? What was interior design? Now, if you have a choice here, if you've already used a drawing on number 2 and it's really full, you could take it off of number 2 and put it on number 3. But some people like to use a drawing twice. And you can do that. Sort of up to you in your mind what you think is the best way to organize it and show it. So Cynthia says, if we complete by Thursday, do we have to submit a second time? The answer is no. I will go back and check, and if I saw that you did one and I gave you a grade, I will reproduce that grade. So that's cool. It's like, oh, whew. And I do that because, I happen to know that some people, you know, they're traveling, they're doing this, they're doing that during finals week, and it slips their mind and it's closed. And I hate to drop somebody a grade for not doing that. So, and you know what? I will go and make that super clear in the final exam submittal Canvas box. I will answer that question specifically so that it's super clear. I think that's a good question. So let's take a look at this. Here's one from the summer, and you can see they did some pretty cool work. And I like this one, the link to my original work. I think that's really important that you put a link in there. Let's see, did I ask you to do that here? I didn't. I did, right here. So this is where you would have a Google folder that you put all of your work in, and you would put a link to it so that you can get back to it sometime. If you want to make it better, if you want to pull one out in particular, or if you want to show it to somebody. And there it is. And let's see. Could be. There it is. There's all this person's work. Cool. Okay, so that's really kind of nice. Oh, and I just closed it. Darn it all. Why did I close that? Now I have to go find it again. I have to remember to right click on this stuff. But there was some cool work. So this one, just put his name on there. So see how this is? Slides 4 through 7. And there's 4 pages of it, 8 through 30. So if I was interested in one part of this in particular, I could go right to it. I could just type 14 here, and I'd be right to it. Okay? And so then here was the stuff. And so here, this person took this and did a little bit more work. Said they kind of set it up a little bit. So see how that one worked? And then this one is number 2. There's some orthographics. There's some more orthographics. And now we're into plan views, roofing views, site plan views, some of this other cool stuff. And then here's, and I think, did he have this one in there already? No. And so this one was sort of the project work that came through. And he tried a little inventor too, which was cool. Okay, and then here's some of this stuff. Okay, so, that makes a pretty nice portfolio. And you all have this good work to be able to do. You'll recognize all this, right? And you recognize that, and you recognize that, and you recognize that. I'm not sure we did those same ones, but we did something. I'm pretty sure we did something on that one. This one, I don't think we did all of this work, but we did some of it. And some people did more than others. I think we did something like that. I know we did something like this, but it was in Revit. And I know we did some of that. So, wow, same stuff. And this is into the project work, which you've worked on and done. And so this person in particular did some, and look, there it is again. So they put it in here twice because they wanted to show it twice. Wanted to make no question about it. So that's a really nice little submittal. And it's a pretty nice portfolio for a beginning. Remember, this is an introduction to CAD. Introduction to CAD. So that's a pretty good introduction. Cool. So there we go. That's it. No problem. We'll catch you later. Thank you for being here with us. All right, so there we go. That's essentially what we've got, because everything else is repeated right here and right here. Do you have any questions? Okay, then I'm going to turn off the recording. That was